Well lads, what's the crack? My name is DV Geek and welcome back to another video. And I know this one is going to come as a little bit of a shock to a lot of people. And honestly, I'm not surprised. Now, you may know, you may not know, but you've seen the title of the video and in actual fact, it's correct. It's not clickbait or anything like that. It's true. Unfortunately, 343 Industries have made the tough decision to delay Halo Infinite. I'm going to say until further notice. They say year 2021, but that could be any time next year. Now, obviously, this is really shit, and this is bad news for a lot of Halo fans because there's been so much hype and excitement for this big title, and the passion and love that the Halo community have for their games, of course, this is going to come across as something that's going to disappoint a lot of people. And me, for one, I am not one of those people. Now, before I talk about my thoughts on all of this, I want to read what exactly was posted on Twitter. Here it is. This was posted on the official Halo Twitter page. Today, I want to share an important Halo Infinite development update with the community. We have made the difficult decision to shift our release to 2021 to ensure the team has adequate time to deliver a Halo game experience that meets our vision. The decision to our release is the result of multiple factors that have contributed to development challenges, including the ongoing COVID-related impacts of affecting us all this year. I want to acknowledge the hard work from our team at 343 Industries, who have remained committed to making a great game and finding solutions to development challenges. However, it is not sustainable for the well-being of our team or the overall success of the game to ship this holiday. We know this will be disappointing to many of you, and we all share in that sentiment. The passion and support the community has shown over the years has been incredible and inspiring. We wanted nothing more than to play our game with the community this holiday. The extra time will let us finish this critical work necessary to deliver the most ambitious Halo game ever at the quality we know our fans expect. Thank you for your support and understanding. From Chris Lee, studio head for Halo Infinite. So, as you can see, it is confirmed. Halo Infinite has been delayed until 2021. Don't know when. I'm assuming that they're going to aim for maybe a February release date or something like that to give them a little extra time. But we may not see Halo Infinite until, who knows, spring next year. And that obviously does suck. But I am not surprised because as 2020 stands, it's been the worst year ever to a lot of us in our generation, in our lifetime. And because of everything that's happened in the world, so much stuff had been put on the back burner, delayed, and there's been issues and problems when it comes to movie production and video game development hand in hand. And unfortunately, Halo Infinite had fallen victim to that. Now, do I think it has everything to do with the pandemic and everything? No, I don't think so. I think with the feedback that 343 got from the community when they showed us that demo, that may have had an effect on this decision as well. Maybe they thought they had a product that was worthy enough, but then as the community had stated, it's not quite there. And maybe they're taking that on hand as well. Now, I do think the majority of this was because of the goings on in the world and COVID-19, etc. And, you know, that kind of puts a lot of developers in quote unquote developers hell. And that's something to really kind of consider here. So when I heard this, at first I was a little taken back by it and I was a little bit, oh God. And not for myself, but for the community and how much people have been pretty much ready for this to be released. And to hear this now, after waiting so long, I am not one of you, by the way. So many of you have been waiting years for this. And, you know, I really think that 343 need to find a better way of marketing their games. Especially how much hype and excitement they build around it. and then to nothing but disappoint. And, you know, they have a little bit of a history in doing that. And I understand that, and I get why there is a bit of a divide in the Halo community when it comes to 343 Industries. So I think with the overall excitement and hype that they've built up towards this game, doing this now obviously is going to trigger a lot of people. But like I said, I am not one of those people. As a matter of fact, I am glad, and I'm pretty excited to see how much more they're going to do to the game to make this a fully fleshed out and polished product. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to development, if you rush development, if you cram developers and working and hours and stuff like that, stuff gets missed and stuff just gets lightly brushed over, and then you don't have a fully finished product. And I think the fans and the community of Halo deserve just that, a finished product. And I think 343 Industries, they want to deliver that, and if it means waiting a few more months, then so be it. We have to also understand that we've been waiting for Cyberpunk 2077 for a very fucking long time. And that game has been hitting delays after delays that don't have anything to do with COVID-19. Obviously, with COVID-19 happening now, it has delayed that too. So, if we're willing to wait for big titles such as Cyberpunk 2077 and, of course, other games that had been, delayed as well, I think the community and the Halo fans, everybody, are going to be able to wait a few more months. If you want the perfect game that's going to satisfy you for over 10 years, from what I'm hearing, that's what 343 are aiming for, a game that's going to be more of a platform than an actual sequel, then they want to make sure this is the best thing that they can deliver on day of release. Now, I also want to talk about the fact that this is going to have an effect on the console launch of the Series X, because I've always been a little bit concerned about it, because as you know, recently in the last 7 months or so, I've become a huge fan of Xbox as a whole. I've always been dedicated to PlayStation all my life, ever since PlayStation 1, and over the last 7 months, I've dived into the world of Xbox, and I love it. I have a little Master Chief statue right here. I have the original classic Xbox here, and an Xbox One here as well. I've gone full-blown Xbox because I am so passionate about the console and its titles. So, you have to understand that I'm concerned for this Series X launch. I genuinely thought that Halo Infinite was going to be the console seller, and I think everybody that is a huge fan of Halo, we're going to probably want the hardware to go with it to really get the maximum immersive experience from Halo Infinite. But now that Halo Infinite is getting delayed, I'm concerned for Series X, because how is Series X going to keep selling their consoles if the platform isn't really needed, if the hardware is not needed, especially if you have a PC. And with xCloud coming around as well, I really don't see the point in the Series X, because there's no exclusives to that particular hardware. And I thought Halo Infinite, even though it's not exclusive to the Series X, it is definitely something that would go very well and hand in hand with the Series X. I was also very much looking forward to Microsoft announcing a Series X special edition console that's Halo Infinite themed. But now that Halo Infinite is in fact delayed, that may not happen. As a matter of fact, I don't think it's going to happen. So I do think overall Halo was such an important title, not just for a video game release, but for the Xbox community and the Xbox console fans. It's such a huge part of it, Master Chief is the mascot for Xbox. And now that Master Chief is going to be delayed for a few more months, what does Xbox have that we can't play on PC or that PlayStation doesn't? And that's a huge bummer for me, because I am a fan of Xbox and I want to see that. I want to see it succeed. I want to see healthy competition in the console era. I love that. I love it when next-gen consoles, they compete against each other, and it's good for us gamers because we get the maximum out of it, It's a win-win for all of us, because they're constantly competing with each other and they're always up in their game, which means we get great games and great consoles. But now that Halo Infinite has been delayed, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be a weird next few months for Xbox. I know they're going to be focusing on cloud gaming and their streaming services and their subscriptions and stuff like that. And they're doing that very well. But I love reasons to own an Xbox. I love reasons to own a PlayStation. And so far, PlayStation have given me so many reasons to own the console. But Xbox, not really, because I have a PC that can run games no problem. And I can download any of the games from Ultimate Game Pass and play it there. And that's why it's concerning to me. I'm still going to get the Series X because, like I said, I have become a very passionate lover of the Xbox as a whole. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the Series X can do, obviously, as a machine. But I really wish Halo Infinite was coming out with it. And that does make me sad and it disappoints me a little bit. But like I said, at least now, 343 Industries can release a fully polished product, a Halo game that the community so definitely deserves. And I really hope they don't muck it up, especially if you're going to make us wait a few more months. So there it is, lads. Unfortunately, Halo Infinite has been officially delayed and we're going to have to wait even longer. And it's sad because I haven't been waiting that long at all. So obviously it's not going to affect me that much. And I actually genuinely feel your frustration and anger towards it because you've been waiting years. And to get teased less than a month ago and then to be told, oh yeah, by the way, that game that we teased is now delayed. That sucks. That really sucks. But hey, we have to stay positive and stay confident in 343 to deliver the best. This better be the best Halo game ever. Anyway, lads, I just wanted to get my thoughts out there. I hope you all understand where my thoughts are coming from. And let me know what you think. Are you pissed off and angry and frustrated? Comment down below. Now is the time to vent. Get it out there. Or are you pleasantly surprised by it? Are you pretty much okay with it because you want this to be the best it can be? Let me know. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know. Anyway, I'm going to end it. Thanks so much for watching, lads. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel if you're new, because we're doing a lot more Halo stuff here as well. Something for you guys to fill that void until the release of Halo Infinite. Anyway, lads, thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay geeky, stay cool, be awesome, and be happy, and I'll see you dudes in my next video. See you later.